Hello there. My name is Tanya, and welcome to my page from A Little Touch of Heaven. I have 15 minutes to do with you. I'm trying to do a page, to start a page with YouTube. Now, I was talking about the COVID-19. I was asking everyone to try to get out the mask and not be so caught up in the computer. The computer's actually making everybody think that they can't breathe and all these other functions. If you're sick, then you should go to the hospital. Most of the hospitals that I have been going into don't even have people in them. And so far as these going into the stores, I went into Walmart and I saw I smelled roach spray when you enter into the store. I think people should, when you're wearing masks, see why you're wearing masks. Because you cannot walk around, if they're spraying roach spray everywhere, just think what it's doing to your skin. Even though you're covered inside of a mask, all that is still inside your pores, on your skin, all of that. So you have to watch what people are doing. Some people are attacking the human race, as I'm noticing. I went into one salon to go get my nails done and feet done. They said you needed an appointment. Okay, with the appointment, you have to go through a big old shield. They have a shield in front of your face. I thought it was a TV at first. Maybe they made a new TV screen. But they have the shield up so people won't spit on them. And then to come to find out, they don't even want black people inside the shop. So you're telling me, okay, yeah, you're letting only white and whatever go inside your shop. But in the midst of it, you all are catching the same germs and spitting at one another. I think that's more like a racist thing and self-suicide. Because if you're spitting at one another and you have a shield in front of your face. You're getting your nails done and pedicures and all of that, but it's a shield. That's not fun. Why would I want a person to actually spit at me or cough, have that bad of a virus going on, be around me? That's a very bad virus. To wear a mask like a TB, tuberculosis, that's bad. That's nothing good about that. You shouldn't even be in the public. So when they're saying wear a mask, don't just wear a mask because they're telling you to. Find out why you're wearing this mask. That's not healing people to let people walk inside of a market and down the streets or wherever with a mask on. That's not cool. If you're going to be a Muslim, cover your face like everyone else. That's a different story. You may be on praying about certain different things in life. So if you're praying about certain things in life, then let that be. But listen to what you're praying, with how God is responding back to you. And that COVID-19, I don't get with it. Because it seems like, to me, it means a lot of things. It means racism. It means a lot of, to see, I wouldn't even want to go into a shop that I have to cover myself like that. And for you to say only white people and you're not accepting black people into this shop that you actually putting a pad up, hey, y'all need to check yourself. Maybe they only trying to kill you. Maybe it's not such a blessing for you. That's how I would look at it, because why would I want to walk into a place where you shield up like you're going to spit on me or I'm going to spit on you, or you got a bad virus that's so uncontrollable? No, I don't need that. I need to walk into a shop where I can just sit down, get my nails done, get my feet done, and leave like a human being. We can't be subject to everything that a smart aleck person, maybe you got to find out who started it. Because everybody with these degrees and don't need to be with a degree. Sometimes they're just passing people, experts. So a lot of stuff we really need to think about. I'm not willing to wear the mask. I know the difference between a virus and who are they letting over the border and all of that. All that makes a purpose. It's a purpose why all of that is happening. So check yourself. No, people. No, I don't think kids should be on the street. I don't think kids should be sold like to anyone. I think they have the right to live the right life of America. Like we did. It's a big responsibility people have to really look at. You just can't say, okay, we're not going to send our kids to school. No, we're not going to do this. No, it's a big responsibility as an American to make sure your kids go to school, to make sure your kids can go to the right doctor. If we have to go back to the regular way, then we should, If we have to go back to just getting people off the streets and acknowledging them. They don't have to be super smart to pass a test. We didn't have to be super smart when we first started off in nursing, and we did darn good, So we have to think about those things. Don't be so much in the computers that you're so high-minded that you can't talk to another human being right, All that money, where is he getting it, Even though God has he has cut me down a lot just for me to acknowledge it. What's really happening, because when you just have money, sometimes you're just going and going and going and going, and you have forgot about everybody else. I didn't even know what was going on with the people because I'm not into that group. See, I'm with the Lord, the God. I serve the true God. So I'm not saying that you don't, but there's ways and things that you pray for that should not be praying for. You see what I'm saying? So I just can't understand why all of this is happening. You see, if we work together and be together, we can get this settled, because it was started off with just only 2 weeks. Look how far it's gone. People are not going to turn back regular. What do you think is happening to the people? It's called greed. It's a lot of stuff that even pastors are doing, in which they know that they should not be doing. When I had a dream where God was saying about oxygen, and I see what he's talking about. We have to rely on God and not just take any pastor who we're underneath. If the pastor's telling you to wear a mask, why are you wearing a mask? Ask him. We all are not perfect. But you don't sit there and say, God won't give you your next breath. That's the only person who can give you your next breath. And if you're letting people over the border who's not supposed to be here, we have to speak up as American, because that's killing you and your child. So sometimes think about what you're doing and why you're doing. Pour into good things, not bad things. When you walk into a store and all of that, with half mask and half these scarves and stuff, that looks like a bank robbery to me. So I don't like to involve myself in those type of atmospheres, because life is real. Because once you're gone, you're gone. And so far as you taking risks in your life, walking into a store with a person with a mask on their face, the cops can't identify them. Nobody can identify them. If the robber comes in, heck yeah, I will give you the money, because I'm just going to walk away from the register. But you get some people that's just trigger happy because of the things that's happening. I called the police so many times over certain things, and they wasn't registering because their mind is not there. You see, different laws for different folks, but there's only one law for America. And if you don't obey by it, you're going to wind up on the other side. And that's what people are failing to realize. Just because you're white, I'm not racist, but just because you're white don't mean God is showing you all that favor. Maybe the devil's after you. Maybe he's trying to trick you into doing things that you're not supposed to be doing, like hatred. It don't have nothing to do with money. He just wants you to hate the next person just because. And there's no reason for it. He just wants to upset you. So get back into that paradise life, into that lovely life, into that glorious life. When you wake up and can say good morning to your neighbor, good morning to whoever, walk into the grocery stores without all those masks, going and help opening up more hospitals, develop those type of things. If we're going to develop and we see where our problem is, go for that part. But you cannot be racist in going into that. You see what I'm saying? You got to help America build back as an American. So don't let people just whisper things into your ear that America's not this, America. You are America. So you have to speak up and be who we used to, who your ancestors were. And keep your flow going. Come out of the mask. I'm willing to walk, like they say, walk the walk and talk the talk. I'm willing to do that. Because I know the difference in a human being and a robot. Or whatever they're trying to develop now. You can't be so far into another world that God cannot talk to you. So come on back, people, and let's get together and make a better world and get things together, opening it up like we're supposed to. Not all this scary stuff that they're painting and just letting everybody just do. No, we have to take control of that type of lifestyle. You just can't let them post that because they have money. No, we have more things to do with that money. God has to make a transfer in life. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it has to be a transfer. So if this 15 minutes, I hope this is the 15 minutes that YouTube is talking about, because I really want to reach out to people and help people. And there is a better way. We can work together with this. We're just not going to throw everything away like we're not human beings. You know, so come on, people, let's respond. Give me some feedback on how you would want to do this, how to get this ball rolling. And so far as we reaching back, not so far much as computers. We know how to use our computers and what they're for, but we're not going to let them computers control us. We're going to stay on the land and live our lives and talk to one another as human beings, not hide from one another, not do, for me, I see stuff and then I don't see. I know a lot of stuff they were showing on TV was not true. And that's why a lot of people can't breathe. And Mercedes is going off over here, I see. What's the matter with you, Mercedes? Anyhow, I have a little puppy named Mercedes, and sometimes she needs a little bit more attention. So as I'm talking, she was having a little prank over here. But yeah, I'm still talking to you people. We're going to work together on this. We're going to get together and make sure that kids can go back to school. Adults can do the things that they want. I want to get back into mingling with people, get back to my single life. I'm not married yet, and I'm trying to meet Mr. Right. I know God said in His time, I know His time is right now, because He's allowing me to speak to you and for us to get to know one another. So in the midst of it all, we're going to feedback how we can go back into the regular world and not so much of the world of computers where you can't control your own mind, because that's very, very important when you can not control your own mind. You know, I had a friend that I have been with for a while, and certain things you listen to that God has delivered you from. And when God delivers you from certain things, don't go backwards into that. Know when God has done a good thing in your life. So don't try to go back. If God delivered you from, He could have been having you going through something for years, and all of a sudden He opened that door and said, okay, I see how you're going to react to this. Or will you turn back and do the wrong thing with the wrong people? And it's because the enemy can come up and play like it's so gorgeous and all that, they got this and that, when there's nothing really going on with them. Ask them, what are you going to do next week? Do you have any plans like going fishing, doing artwork, helping open up a world that just not wearing black and white t-shirts, or red, or blue? You see what I'm saying? Be adventurous. Don't be stuck into one world where you become a robot. We don't need robots. We need human beings. That's what God created you as, and that's what you would stay. Do not try to become a robot. Be blessed. Like always, like God said, you are a blessed nation, and you're going to stay that way. You're going to help your children. You're going to teach your children. And we're going to do it the right way. We're going to come together as a human race and help one another to rebuild everything. Not that funny looking stuff that everybody a lot of people have been posting on the walls and painting. No, we're going to delete all of that. That has powers where people don't understand. So we're going to delete that. We're not no creepy out person, whatever is coming to their mind. We're not from Mars. We're not from Jupiter. We're not from none of that. We're human beings. Yes, we can tolerate a lot of things, but some things we don't have to tolerate, and some things we have to take control of. So we don't let things, just because certain people have money, we teach them how to use the money. Yes, we need money, and yes, they should pay us for doing a lot of things to transfer, but we're going to put it in the right places so we can live together as a human being. So people, we're past my 15 minutes, and I'm going to see how far I can go with you with this. Okay, from a little touch of heaven. See you later with the COVID-19 and making a better way for everyone. Peace out.